Widen out in the rear. Clean all this up. Do some body work. Headed to the body and paint, Tone. Get ready to do some sanding and painting on this thing. We already put the rims on, did all the cutting we need to do. Car rides good with the rims on, full turns. So now we're gonna clean up the wide body lip that we made. Get all the body work, pull some dents. We're gonna clean all this up, pull some dents, sand everything down, tape everything up, and then we're gonna spray it. Shouldn't take long, but we got a process. 2006 Monte Carlo. Stay tuned. Alright, so what we did just now, we just made these rockers here shorter and just did a plastic weld. So I'll show you how we did that. But what we did was pretty much cut a piece out and then plastic weld it back, and then we're gonna body work that so it look the same. We had to cut a piece out to make it shorter because we had to cut here and cut there, so this was too long now. So to make it fit, we just cut a piece out, make it shorter, and voila. All right, so the way you want to do this rocker is you want to tape it up there, right? Cut it right here on this door, hinge there. That's where I like to make the cut at, because this piece is thinner and is able to move back and forth a little better. But once you do that, you're able to kind of keep that piece there, right? And you're able to measure up. Make sure you got clearance, all right? And you see that little overlap right there we got? We're gonna take our pen. First, we're gonna tape this up. Then we're gonna take our pen and mark that. And that's what we're gonna cut off, and we should get a perfect match with that. So I'll show you how that's gonna look in a sec. All right, now we got that part taped up. As you can see in the back, we got the same clearance. Still got to trim just a little bit, but not a lot. Just to make it a little bit more even, but you see it's clear on the tire. And we're even in the front. So now, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take our pen, and we're gonna mark this line here. Alright. That's gonna give us how much we need to cut off. Now when you make that cut, should have a perfect little gap here where they can be welded together. So what we're gonna do is make a quick weld while it's on the car so we can hold it in place. And then we're gonna do everything from the back. Alright, so got this side kind of almost done. I got ahead of myself. But basically you want to take soldering stick and just kind of heat up the plastic. You see the plastic start to melt. You don't want to hold it in one spot too long because it will burn through this thing, get hot. Just Trying to flatten this out some. So I don't have that much body work to do on it. It's a plastic weld. So if you step back, got the clean cut in the back, joint together with a clean cut in the front. With that dent. No puller, no nothing. Just a little heat and some cold water. So what you do is you get your torch, right? Get that down to bare metal. We had a dent right there. So it's metal. As you see, we no longer have a dent there, but it was indented. So it's metal, so all we do is heat that spot up, right? Get that spot as hot as possible. Do anything to it, right? I don't want to do it now because I just fixed it. But once you heat it up, you find a high spot. So we had a high spot right here. And once you heat it up, you hit that high spot while this is hot. And then you're gonna see that metal pop out. And you keep your water right there by you. Got some water in the spray bottle. You keep that right next to you. As soon as you see that pop out, you drench this with water and cool it down, flash cool it. And what it'll do is it'll hold the metal in place. And then that dent is no longer there. So therefore, we don't gotta do no Bondo work here. Just gotta smooth it a little bit with some glaze, but that's about it. But now that dent is gone right there. So, we got a couple more to work on. We're gonna start working on these bottom ones. Bottom, what's the name? But you can see that it's gone. While we don't play. So knocked out some body work. See, we got that dent, ran a nice little glaze over it. Might run one more smooth coat over it. That's all it needed. You can see we already back to the middle, so it's real thin on there. Then we got this we're fixing up. Had a couple high spots, so we had to knock those down. Then we're gonna glaze this again. Glaze this thing again and block it out again. Block all this down. Got a couple of spots here. Then we gotta get some more glaze in. We're just gonna work this lip. Body work, not too bad, but it's a lot there. That's how we're looking so far. It's the other side. Working these high spots. Trying to get up. I'm gonna rub this one more time. Got the spot here. Got that out. This big one here. Pulled them and then glazed them. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in primer probably today or tomorrow. Boy, we trying to get the paint, boy. We already got this thing stripped now. I tell you, Tony, I ain't fucking on. I'm trying to get this bitch painted. See, we got everything stripped. I'm finna tape this up today. Sand these dough jams so we can spray them tomorrow. Shit, if I get right, we might spray them bitches tonight. just had to tape these up just to only hold them up, but we're gonna get them on a little bit permanently. You see how them look? This one I'm finna just keep filling that gap. But look what I got you though. Just gotta clean that up. And when we clean that up, boy, we ready to paint this joker. Sand them down and he ready to be painted. Working that body tone. Working this little lip right in there a little bit. Got a little dention there. Gotta work that up a little bit. Get that little dention out. This side done. Quit saying that. That quarter done. This quarter. Don't mind this nigga. All this shit come off. It's just dust. It's just dust. I ain't painting this. It's just dust. Almost there. Doing some late night body work. I'm gonna take the rims off tomorrow. Just had to leave them on just to make sure I got all this curve right. Make sure all that looks right when we finish it. So tomorrow these will come off. The last day I need them on. Plus I don't have the key to take them off, so I gotta get the key from the shop. But if you see, I get those last little spots there. We're good to go. I also did the other side. Just gotta sand this, already primed. We're gonna coat it, sand it, make sure everything's straight on it. So far so good, everything good. Got a couple little low and high spots, so we're gonna fill those in and then shoot down there to paint. Alright, so got it in primer. Got the quarters in primer. We're gonna block sand this, make sure everything nice and even. Got a nice even flow. We're gonna work this just a little bit here in this little crease here. And we're good to go on this side. Same with this side. Gonna block sand all this down. I'll work this crease here just a little bit, just give it a little bit more definition. Then we're gonna finish taping everything up. Just got little trim spots. I'm gonna take the rims off. I just wanted to mark those while the rims was on, so when they off, I gotta put them back on again. But almost there, whole car sanded, everything taped. I figured I'm gonna paint the roof first. Since he got a sunroof, I'm gonna paint the roof first. Let that dry, paint that with the door jambs. Tape it off. Then spray the whole car down, that way I don't have to worry about the roof. And I can work getting stripes, raised stripes on there, so I'm doing the raised stripes. Don't want to say the color yet, but nice little color with raised stripes. I can give you the raised stripe part, but I ain't gonna give you the color. So far, knocking out the body work. I'm gonna start disassembling everything, taking the rims off, lights, emblems, finish sanding it, give it its last sand, prep, and spray. What you got to say to these niggas, Tone, when you pull this bitch out, dog?
Put niggas on notice, boy. Y'all Monte Carlo niggas better step it up.